right, guys, let's have a talk. Like obviously, I got told it was budget cuts. Whether that is budget cuts or not, doesn't matter. I'm here now, and I've had a great time. I've had a phenomenal 4 or 5 years in the WWE. If I didn't, we wouldn't have had so many viewers right now. And I'm just really thankful for a lot of things that WWE has done for me. And I'm like, the most thankful I am is that I was given a platform that, although in limited amount, I was able to give you guys parts of myself, of my character. And I was really excited for this Dark Father stuff. It was actually, for the most part, created by myself. I wrote a lot of the context, and slowly but surely, the idea was that it was, slowly but surely, it was going to unfold into an obviously more understanding of what he was talking about. It wasn't going to be, and already wasn't as cryptic as it was before, which was obviously not by my choice, really. I think being on the main roster, in all my conversations I've ever had with Vince, he was always very positive about me. I have a good relationship with Vince. I always told him how I felt. He always respected it about me. And he always praised me on my creativity and my ability to have manners and respect, but still being honest with him about how I felt. And, you never really truly know why things end the way they did, but all I can tell you is that from my point of view and the worth that I was always given was that Vince was always pretty high on me. I did well on television. It was just that we could never really nail down what it is that we wanted Aleister to be on the main roster versus what he was in NXT. And where that problem lied, I don't know. At the same time, you have to realize that when I was under Heyman's wing, Heyman fought tooth and nail for me, but it was always, at the end of the day, when a decision is made, a decision is made. And like Heyman couldn't protect everyone, and he tried his best, and I tried my best. One of the things that I actually did with the room promos is, I don't know if you ever noticed, but I didn't really have a lot of control over those. I was just new on the main roster, and I didn't want to be that guy that complained about everything. And the one thing I also want to say, right? Don't get mad at our creative. Our creative tries, are there. No longer there. Their creative tries their absolute hardest. And they're good people working there. There's good people. Very creative, talented people. I'm very thankful for our creative. I've always had a good relationship with Bruce and stuff like that. And Bruce was also one of the people that, tried to protect me in a lot of situations. And he doesn't know that I know, but I know. I've had a tremendous 5 years, and I'm very thankful for Hunter, Vince, and our creative staff, Mrs. McMahon too. It was great. I'm not gonna be angry about it, and I'm not gonna be bummed out about it. I owe a lot to them. I owe a lot to WWE. Again, if it wasn't for WWE, we wouldn't be having this conversation with more than 8,000 people here hanging out, right? It's so easy to be negative, and I don't want to. I don't want to be negative. I understand what this character's going through, because mind you, it was a character. There's one of the funnest thing in the world is that there is generally a group of people that are convinced that I'm part of the Illuminati and that I sacrifice kids and stuff like that. That is absolutely by far my favorite thing, or one of my favorite things, because it makes no sense. You know what I mean? I remember that I think that there was this conspiracy group with a lot of subscribers that did this video on me. It's oh my God, look, he's wearing all the symbols and blah, 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 blah. And my thing is for the past 2 decades, I focused on conspiracies. I know how conspiracies work, and that's how I got an entire group of people to think that what I did was authentic, which I think is great. I think that's amazing that I got people to generally believe that there was this authentic Illuminati satanic worship. And by the way, the Illuminati and satanic are 2 different things. Satanic is not devil worship, it's Luciferian. But you can't tell these people anything. But it got to the point where they thought that I have wind spirals on my arm, right? This is Baron. He's a wind god. He's an energy god. So there's wind coming out of his mouth. So people thought that this thing, because there's some weird nutty conspiracy group out there that says that spiral tattoos is a way for people to find other like child molesters and stuff like that. So they're like, whoa, it's right there, because people want to see what they want to see, specifically dumb people do. The funny thing is like I've been looking into conspiracies since I was 10 years old, so I know exactly how conspiracies work, and that's also how I got to the point where this. But that one was just, and then WWE had to kill that channel because like they nearly sued them because they were slandering me. They were saying that I was a pedophile and stuff, and I was like fucking mind blowing. But at the same time, it's kind of funny that people are gullible enough to kind of like get into that. You can sensationalize anything you want. There was a story about that Lars Sullivan at one point was supposed to be the NXT before me and everything. It's all just, NXT apparently not high in Aleister Black. No. The thing is, and it's frustrating because it puts us in a shit position because, you as fans, and I don't blame you for the most part, like that's the closest source of news that you have. But it's not a source of news. It's fabricated, and it's fabricated to make you think a certain way. It's programming your brain to like, oh, these mother effers, and a lot of times it's not right. Sure, there's times where, where it's right, but I mean, a broken clock is right twice a day too, right? So, and I always like the the plan's changed line. Yeah, that's like literally the biggest cop out in the world.